this is the penultimate match of the preliminary round of LightSpeed Quiz Round 5 2013. Martin's in the final already, having won 2 of his games, and I'm definitely not in the final, having lost both of mine. Nevertheless, we're going to play it out, and I'm going to try and exact some revenge.
Good luck, he's on fire.
Come on, man.
Okay. Which weatherman faithfully said in October...
Martin.
Fish.
Michael Fish. What is the technical term for the human breastbone?
Steve.
Sternum.
Yep. The Aswan High Dam...
Steve.
Nile, Egypt.
Nile again. The fashion designer Manola Blahnik is best known for manufacturing...
Martin.
Shoes.
Correct. In which year did Diego Maradona score...
Martin.
1986.
Yep. What is the alternative name for a GNU?
Steve.
Wildebeest.
Yep.
Another GNU.
Yes. Good, nice to meet you. What does the W stand for in George...
Steve.
Guarca.
Yes. Enough of that. Walker is the answer. True Cockneys are...
Steve.
Both bells within the sound of.
Good enough. In France, what disease is referred to as la rage?
What's
Spelt rage. La rage. The
Oh,
rage.
rabies. Rabies.
Okay. Got no time. What was the catchphrase of the TV policeman Kojak?
Steve.
Who was it, baby?
Yeah.
Just in time.
Exactly, that's the sort of time I want. Adrian Morehouse.
Steve.
Swimming.
Yeah.
That ties the game, 16 each.
Ready? I love the smell of napalm.
Steve.
Quickly.
Platoon.
No.
No.
Apocalypse Now.
Correct. See what happens when you actually made to
Changes the
answer
score.
within
15,
2 seconds.
18-15 Martin.
Which manager of the England football team was ridiculed in the media for his...
Steve.
Steve McLaren.
No. Martin. Quickly.
Graham Taylor.
No.
Bobby Robson.
For
No.
his close association with the faith healer Eileen Drew.
Clever. Is that a point away for Steve?
Both of us.
Both.
Both
Interrupted, both got it wrong. Which criminal of the Old West was shot dead by Pat Garrett in...
Steve.
Billy the Kid.
Correct. In 1881. Which African port is at the northern end of the Suez Canal?
Steve.
Quickly.
Alexandria.
No.
I don't know.
Is it Haifa?
Port Said.
Outside.
Maastricht is a town in which...
Martin.
The Netherlands.
Correct.
1916 Martin.
Which former Soviet nation is sometimes referred to as White Russia?
Steve.
Belarus or Belarus.
Belarus. Name either man who created Superman.
Steve.
Don't know it. Lost it.
Joe's sister.
Yep,
And the other one was Jerry Siegel.
correct.
21-18 Martin leads.
Lady Day was the nickname.
That's Martin.
Billie Holiday.
Yep. Which comedian was cleared of charges of tax evasion?
Steve.
Ken Dodd.
Yep, 1989. According to popular legend, the monarchy will fall if which...
Steve.
Ravens.
Yes.
23-22 Martin leads.
Which form of therapy takes its name from the Japanese...
Steve.
Quickly.
Chemo.
No. And that's -1. For finger pressure.
Reiki.
No. Shiatsu. Which river forms much of the boundary between the United States and Mexico?
The Rio Grande.
Yes.
That's 23-23. Next question wins.
What was the name of the college band that featured a young Tony Blair on guitar? Really? Wow.
1,000 Foot of Grunts, but that's Russell Crowe.
Wow.
So.
I thought this was easy.
I can't remember.
Ugly Rumours. Bill Clinton was the governor of...
Steve.
Quickly.
Arkansas.
Correct.
Way, well played.
French post-impressionists painted a series of oil paintings known as the Card Players in the early 18...
Cézanne?
Yeah, it was Sam.
Yeah, Paul Cézanne.
Wait for you to say.
Okay, listen carefully.
Oh.
What number is this? On the 19th of November 1994, it was the first ball to be drawn in the first ever national lottery. It is also the number of tracks on the Beatles' White Album, the atomic number of zinc, the number of sides in the tricontagon, and also the number of days in 4 months of the year.
Oh,
What was first?
sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying. 30.
It's 30, yes. Released in 1997 and starring Rowan Atkinson, the film Bean, the Ultimate Disaster Movie, was directed by which comedian?
Richard Curtis.
No. Who had co-starred with Atkinson in Not the 9 O'Clock News?
Smith.
No, Smith.
Yeah.
Which football team won the FA Cup in 1903 without...
That was Berry.
Yes.
Oh.
The rest of the question. Without conceding a single goal in the entire tournament, they beat Derby County 6-0, which was the biggest margin of victory ever in an FA Cup final.
Great question.
Which Shakespearean character gives the famous speech beginning, "The quality of mercy is not strained"?
Shylock.
No.
Wasn't that the other one?
I haven't finished the question, actually.
-1.
It appears in Act 4, Scene 1 of The Merchant of Venice.
Oh,
Harder one.
pass.
Porsche. Largo al Factotum, often cited as one of the most difficult baritone arias to perform, comes from what Rossini opera?
Barbara Seville.
Correct. What was the first name of the actors York and Sargent, both of whom starred in Bewitched?
It was Sam.
Dick.
Correct. As Samantha's long-suffering husband Darren, Dick York between 64 and
knew that
69, and
was
Dick Sargent 1969 to 72.
Why, is he dead or something?
Which city lies at the mouth of 2 rivers, the Rhine and the Meuse, and is the second largest city in the Netherlands?
Hague.
No. It's all yours.
Rotterdam.
It's Rotterdam. Which Greek mythological figure was doomed to perpetual hunger and thirst because the water he stood in,
Tantalus.
correct, receded whenever he bent down to drink,
Wait,
and the fruit above his head
yeah, sorry.
remained tantalisingly out of reach? Okay, listen carefully. In grammar, what word describes an unnecessary repetition of meaning by using 2 or more different words that effectively mean the same thing? For example, safe haven or sum total?
Tautology.
Tautology is correct. Who was the most successful athlete at the 1948 Summer Olympic Games in London? A Dutch 30-year-old mother of 2 children. She,
It's Sam.
Blancas Cohen.
yes, Fanny Blancas
Gone
Cohen. So I've got a
18-3.
Dick and a Fanny in there.
Oh. Flying housewife.
In entertainment, which Scottish comedy double act comprises Jeanette and Ian Tuff?
The Crankies.
Correct. Daddy Daisy. Mark Carney succeeded Mervyn King as Governor of the Bank of England in July 2013. But from which country does Mark Carney?
He's Canadian.
He's Canadian. Correct.
7.
Occurring in 1746 as part of the Jacobite Rising, which was the last pitched battle to be fought on...
Well,
You've heard?
no.
Culloden.
Yes, Battle of Culloden. This, my sweet, is a letter from my solicitor telling you that your husband has filed a petition for divorce. Happy Christmas, Ange.
Dirty Den.
No, that's not the whole question. This edition of EastEnders was the highest rated episode of a soap opera in British TV history, with over 30 million viewers, shown on Christmas Day of what year?
1986.
Correct.
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Which is the largest country in Europe beginning with the letter M? It is a landlocked country gaining independence in 1991, and its capital is Chisinau.
Moldova.
It's Moldova, correct.
Yeah, way not close.
If a male swan is called a cob, then what is a female?
It's Sam.
Pen?
It's pen, correct.
Sam's on 24, 1 point away.
Oh, under pressure.
Which female singer has represented the United Kingdom at the Eurovision Song Contest twice in different groups? Firstly in 1978 with Coco, and more famously winning in 1981 with Bucks Fizz.
Not
Cheryl Baker.
Is correct.
That's it. No.
Following a split in 1992, With which sport would you associate the rival bodies BDO and PD?
Sam
Darts.
Correct.
wins. Well done.
Congratulations.
Okay, bronze medal game, 3rd and 4th place playoff.
Good luck.
Good luck to you. Thanks for coming. Moving a bit and so we can get nice and close. And let's do it. You've got 7 points start. Mark's got 7 points start over me by virtue of me giving 7 points away in the handicap. In charge of the questions, it's Martin, and spotting and scoring, it's Sam Roberts. Let's go.
Salvador Allende was the president of which South America?
Steve.
Argentina.
Incorrect. Did you?
Brazil.
No, it's Chile.
Chile.
Salvador Allende was president of which South American country before being deposed in 1973? Murdered in 1985, which American zoologist was famous for his study of gorillas in the mountains?
Steve.
Diane Fossey.
Correct. In the mountain forest of Rwanda, she was portrayed by Sigourney Weaver in the film Gorillas in the Mist. Situated in the northernmost arm of the Baltic Sea, the Gulf of Bothnia separates which two countries?
Mark.
Finland and Sweden.
Correct.
Good answer.
Born in June 1929, Anne Frank died from typhus along with her older sister in March 1945 in what concentration camp?
Steve.
I'll give that one up.
Auschwitz.
Pardon?
Auschwitz.
No,
I'll go for Dachau.
it's Bergen-Belsen.
Yeah.
That's the German one, isn't it?
Mainland, with a population of over 15,000 people, is the largest island in which group in British?
Steve.
We'll go for the Orkneys.
Is the Orkney Islands. Which English football team, currently in the Premier League, was managed by only 8 people during the entire 20th century, in chronological order: Sid King, Charlie Painter, Ted Fenton, Ron Greenwood?
Manchester United.
No.
I've pressed, so it's a 1 away for him, and I've got to get this right. So Ron Greenwood managed West Ham United.
Correct. The
Oh,
other John Niall, Lou
two,
McCarthy,
three.
Billy
I like that
Harris,
answer.
Harry Redknapp. Criticised as the last true remaining dictatorship in the heart of Europe, of which country has Alexander Lukashenko been the president since 1994?
Steve.
I hope you finish the question. Romania?
No, I had finished, yes.
Bulgaria.
No, it's Belarus. Discovered in 2003 on the Indonesian island of Flores.
Steve.
It's a hobbit little man.
Yes, the Hobbit. Do you want the rest of the question?
Oh, no,
The extinct species Homo floresiensis is nicknamed after which fictional humanoid race created by J.R.R. Tolkien?
I'm glad I put like all the bits and bobs in there.
What name is given to a sequence of numbers defined by the fact that each term is the sum of the previous?
That was Mark.
No,
yes.
it's the Fibonacci.
Yes,
Code.
I'll take
Or
that.
number.
Fibonacci number.
Fibonacci.
Each term is the sum
That's a
of
bit
the previous
backwards.
2 terms. Harry Beck, born in 1902, devised what schematic?
It's the London Underground map.
Yes.
Ah,
Which,
great
what
answer.
schematic
No, I
diagram in
knew it.
1931, which was introduced to the public in 1933, making public transportation considerably easier? According to the Bank of England, which female author will be appearing on the
Jane Austen,
yes,
£10
on the
notes.
next £10 note in 2017? Which is the only James Bond film to feature the singer actually performing the theme song over the opening titles?
Steve.
I think it's You Only Live Twice with Nancy Sinatra.
It's not. It was released in
Oh, no!
1981 and the performer was Sheena Easton.
You only live twice.
No, it's For Your Eyes
For
Only.
your eyes only.
By what name is the actor producing sound by rubbing together body parts to communicate known? It is made with insects.
Well, I'm going for body popping, but it's not.
No.
Wouldn't have a clue.
It's
It's
right.
stridulation.
Go on.
Native to Europe, America, Africa and Asia, which animals are short-legged omnivores in the mustelid family and live in a habitat called a set? Steve,
Badger.
correct. Which female American is considered the fastest woman of all time? She's
So,
Florence Griffith Joyner.
correct.
12 all.
She set world records in the 100 metres and 200 metres in 1988 that still stand and have yet to be seriously challenged.
In terms of drugs.
Sure. Yeah.
Which group was the first Australian act ever to top the UK singles or album chart? First doing so,
I'm going to go for, and I'm glad I did, the Seekers.
yes, in
we
1965
go
with
for that
one,
Another
actually.
You.
I
Yeah.
thought I couldn't leave it to you too
No.
long.
Who succeeded Silvio Berlusconi as Prime Minister?
Mario Monti?
Correct.
Oh, get it!
Prime Minister of
Oh!
Italy between 2011 and 2013 before being succeeded by Enrico Letta. The term quasi-autonomous non-governmental organised,
Steve,
Did you press then?
No.
Quango.
correct.
Just behind you. Second behind.
1812.
Who did nightclub owner Jack Ruby shoot while he's
Lee Harvey Oswald.
correct? Dido with the legend,
Steve,
Carthage.
correct. With which 1956 play did John Osborne first achieve?
Mark,
Look back in anger.
Correct. Romney Marsh and Cheviot are breeds of which farm animal?
Steve,
Sheep.
Sheep is correct.
24, 14.
Encephalitis is the inflammation of which organ of the body? Steve.
The liver.
No,
Kidney.
Brain,
the brain.
Brain.
The Kemp brothers, Gary and Martin.
Steve,
Spandau Ballet.
Yes, the
And
two
EastEnders.
families of which 80s group?
25, 14.
Well done.
Oh,
Fourth place, third.
Well,
done.
I mean,
Steve.
what's it? I mean, I bet it's
Got your own back.
I bet we're tied, aren't we? After all that. Last game, the final. The winner gets 15 quid, you can see on the table, and the second place gets a fiver back. What was the middle name of Theodore Geisel?
Martin.
Sorry, no.
I knew I could let him have as much as he wanted there. He wasn't going to get it. -1 for Martin. Theodore Geisel, the creator of the Lorax, the Grinch, and the Cat in the Hat.
I'm hoping it's Seuss.
Seuss, yeah, Seuss.
I
You
did,
know
I
that
did
now,
know
Martin.
before the books. Probably.
Okay. Of where is Willem Alexander the king?
Martin.
The Netherlands.
Is correct. Which was the third British act to win the Eurovision Song Contest? When Martin Lee,
Martin.
The Brotherhood of Man.
Lee Sheridan, Nicky Stevens and Sandra Stevens sang 1976's Save Your Kisses for Me. What part has been played by stuntman Bob Anderson, Sebastian Shaw, Jake Lloyd, Hayden Christensen, David Prowse?
Sam.
Skywalker. Darth Vader.
Yeah. I
It's
can't
the
allow
same-
you
it's the
Skywalker.
same,
There's more than
yeah.
one Skywalker. Anakin
Well, I was
was
actually going to say Anakin. but I
David
didn't know if
Prowse
you wanted
and
it.
James Earl Jones. How do we translate the Persian phrase Shah Mat?
Martin.
Checkmate.
Oh, I wonder if you were saying that in about 12 questions time.
Well done, yeah.
Shah Mat, meaning the king is dead, used to signify the end of a chess game. Great answer. Who separated from Oasis's Liam Gallagher on the 7th of July 2000?
That's Sam.
Noel Gallagher.
Not Noel Gallagher.
Oh, no, he
Is it Patsy Kensit?
It is Patsy Kensit. Named for a Queen of England, which was the 10th state to join the Union of the United States of America.
Martin.
Virginia.
Virginia is correct. In human anatomy, what is the name of the large intestine shared with a pair of dots in puncture?
Sam.
Colon.
Colon is correct. What was the profession of the Frenchman Auguste Escoffier?
That's Sam.
Chef.
Chef. I like the finger of
Yeah, well,
acknowledgement there.
definitely.
Good. The last major studio to convert to sound pictures with more stars than there are in heaven.
Martin.
Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Yes. Have we had that already today somewhere on the line?
No.
All right.
Nice.
Metro Golden Mayer. Leo the Lion's Roar was added for the opening captions of which company films for the first time in August 1928. 17 novels, starting with Knots and Crosses in 1987, to 2007's Exit Music, including 3 sharing their title with the Rolling Stones albums, chronicled the police career of which Ian Rankin detective?
Sam.
Rebus?
Rebus is correct, John Rebus. Named after the Belfast-born British mathematical physicist and engineer, what is the SI unit of temperature?
Sam.
Kelvin.
Ooh, it's
I know,
tense today,
like
isn't it?
Swedish one.
Sally Owen in 2012, Sophie Chapman in Peep Show, Alex Smallbone in...
Sam.
Coleman?
Coleman is correct, Olivia Coleman. Sam zooms into the lead. San Juan is the capital of which island in the West Indies, an unincorporated territory of the United States?
Sam.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
1511.
What name is given to the study and history of words?
Martin.
Etymology.
Etymology is correct.
So just
Which DJ headed the consortium which bought Virgin Radio from Richard Branson?
Martin.
Chris Evans.
Absolutely
Yeah,
correct,
Branson.
Chris Evans. Which 1981-1984 London Weekend television sitcom teamed true life husband and wife Michael Williams and Jude?
Sam.
an affair to remember. No. I know.
Not an affair to remember.
Yeah.
Teamed real life husband and wife Michael Williams and Judi Dench.
I don't know, honestly.
Fine
Affair.
romance.
Romance.
Is
Yeah.
that a point away? Did you think?
Desperately Seeking Susan and A League of Their Own, along with
Martin.
Madonna.
Madonna, Oscar song-yielding performances in Dick Tracy and Evita, all featured which person? The Weekend Starts Here, exclamation mark, was the tagline for which mid-60s TV programme presented by Keith Fordyce and Kathy McGowan?
Sam.
Race the Go.
Is correct. Fino, Amontillado, Manzanilla and Oloroso are all types of which fortified wine?
Sam.
Port.
Not port, no points away.
Sherry.
Sherry's the correct answer. 2 dogs flank the coat of arms. It is suggested by historian Pliny the Elder, the Mauritanian king Juba II named the largest island because it contained vast multitude of dogs of a very large
Sam.
Canary Island.
Canary Islands, of which archipelago is Tenerife the largest member?
Size up 18.
Which European country has an almost identical flag to that of Chad?
Sam.
No, pass it over.
Romania.
Is correct, 2 points. Monte Hacho in Ceuta and or Jebel Musa in Morocco are the southern one. The Rock of Gibraltar is the northern one. What name is given to the promontories that flank the entrance to the Strait of Gibraltar?
Sam.
Pillars of Hercules.
The Pillars of Hercules is correct.
20 each.
Yes, it's so close, 2020. You need to get to 25. Please tell me what was significant about Bert Troutman's final 17 minutes of the
Martin.
He played with a broken neck.
final 17 minutes of the 1956 Cup Final, 22-20. Fox have announced that the Griffin family from Family Guy are to take a road trip to which fixture?
Martin.
Springfield.
Springfield is correct. Puts you on 24. In which branch of mathematics are letters and symbols
Martin.
Algebra.
What a great win. You are today's champion, Martina. Yeah, a lot of points. Absolutely brilliant.
I didn't get started.
No,
Game
that's...
about the bridge.
Yeah. What happened to all bar the winner This is for you, Daniel Fuller, even though you're not here. What happened to Orba, the winner of the Marathon of the North in Sunderland in 2013?
Disqualified.
No.
They died. I don't know, I didn't hear the
That would be
question.
awful.
You won't see. You'll see this right at the end of the last film. When it goes blank for a bit and there's some music on, and that will come on. That's the stupidest answer I've ever had in LightSpeed Quiz.
Cracking answer, well, you've got to keep that in.
Let my hands
Here goes the-
You have to keep that in.
Right, so everyone died.